Today is May 7th, 2025. I'm on Delmar. We're doing a sewer camera inspection. The access point is going to be located in the left rear corner of the basement. This is a upper PVC with a lower cast iron, and the report is as follows. All right, so a couple notes here before we get started. Here's kind of a view of what we're working with here. Looks like I got a little junk on the camera there. Lower cast. I do want to point out this specifically. You see here, whoops, get the camera focused, this little V-shaped notch that we see at the bottom of the pipe. This illustrates that a cleaning device has been used inside this, and more than likely that was an auger. As the auger rotated, it kind of chewed away some of that PVC pipe. That is not a problem at this point in time. However, it does kind of tell us that someone's been in here, someone's been accessing this system. You'll also notice we have a little bit of water here. We have a toilet on the second floor that doesn't want to shut off after it gets done flushing. That's in the report as well. All right, so we're going to drop down our pipe. So this is all going to be cast iron. Cast iron's going to make a 90-degree turn. And as we make that 90, we're going to transition into terracotta clay pipe. So this is now the portion of pipe which is under the floor of the basement. So far we're looking good. A couple little offsets in this clay pipe that aren't perfect, but little sewer lines at this age are. I feel like it's silly to point out offsets because that's just the imperfectness of a clay pipe in general. And so those offsets that I'm talking about, kind of like this one, they occur every 3 feet. And so at those joints, you have the opportunity for the pipe to kind of move a little bit. And that also allows for those misalignments or offsets to be present. So the camera through here, just barely underwater. Let's back up here a little bit. So we got a little debris inside the pipe. Then the pipe kind of crests, so probably a little bit of improper pitch there, but does not seem to be enough to be of a concern. Now this next connection point, as I talked about offsets, when we have these joints where the pipes get put together, you have one end of the pipe that looks like this oversized bell shape. And then you have a straight cut pipe that slides inside of that bell. And so what we can see here at this joint is that the bell is on the piece that's ahead of us, and we are in the straight cut pipe that's going into it. You can see here that the straight cut pipe, or the bell for that matter, has slightly pulled away from the other. So when we talk about offsets or the vulnerability of this pipe shifting or moving, this is much more important. Not important enough for me to call it a defect, but enough to be like, hey, here's some awareness. This could be a problem in the future. But again, I also tell people all the time that the problems that I'm showing you inside this pipe are likely to not have happened last night. We're talking about a house that's been here for over 100 years. It may have been like this for the 40 plus of those years. So awareness, not concern. So now the problem is will the camera flip up over top of this lip or this ledge, which does sometimes pose a problem for us. So just like what you see here with that extra thick little 1/2-inch ledge, even underneath that water, my camera wants to kind of drill into that instead of actually making its way up and over. So hang tight here, we'll work some magic hopefully. So this is the other part of this concern, is that, since there is a lip or a ledge there, you have the also vulnerability, if you will, that debris can get hung up on that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to run some water. I'm going to try to kind of make some turbulence inside the pipe and hopefully kind of ride the wave of water up and over top of that. So we'll just wait for that water to catch back up to us. All right, so now we're seeing some quick movement. All right, so this isn't gonna work. I can tell that already. This didn't really help anything at all. It was worth a shot. Good news is I have a secondary access point that I have seen in the basement. We're gonna close out this video. We'll start a new